So I'm just gonna go straight at it. You know, some people have different beliefs. You know, some people have beliefs, or you know, there's people that believe in certain things. You know, like there's religious people that believe their religion. You know, so they base their life according to the Bible. You know, or the Bible of their religion, the book of their religion, whatever it is. You know. Yeah, the problem with that is, you know, there's a story in the Bible I read, you know, about this, you know, in the Holy Bible. I read this story. It's not even important, you know, but it can tell you about the story real quick. It's about a father. God told him, kill your son. God told the father, kill your son. The father said, yes, sir, whatever you say. He was going to kill the son. His son was like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, what are you doing? Oh, God told me to kill you. And then God told him at that time, no, don't do it, you know. I was just testing you, you know. Oh, okay, whatever. If you believe that that is a way of living, then you're absolutely, totally mentally ill, you know? Because it's like this, you know, like, how can I explain? You got to deal with reality, psychology, biology, chemistry. That's what's real, physical, tangible in the world, living right now. You can't just kill someone because you had a dream where God told you to kill someone, you know, or you had this little hallucination, this little episode, you know. You can't do that type of shit. You can't just go and blame, oh, God told me to do it, you know. That's not why I'm single. I'm single because I know that there's people that believe some stupid stuff, you know. I believe in psychology, biology, chemistry, the science, you know, the shit that's real, not, you know, religious beliefs, spiritual, whatever, some bullshit, you know. One thing that happened to me one time, so I had this girlfriend, and she was like into the zodiac signs and shit, you know, like into the like your signs. Like she said that so she said, okay, she asked me for my sign, and she said, you're a Taurus. Well, you're a Taurus, you know, you're like this, you're like this, you're like that, you know, you do this and such, you know. She was just basically trying to describe me, you know, when it was like, she's trying to describe a whole group of people that fall into a category which you were born, you know. So let's say you're born in May, you're a Taurus, you know. So Taurus, people like this, people that are Taurus are such and such, that's how they are. No, it's impossible, you know. I'm sorry, but that's impossible, because biology, psychology, chemistry, everything. You know, I'm built a certain way. My physiology is different than, you know, your physiology, and from all these other people that you believe that I'm different, you know. We're all different, you know. So you just can't classify people in a certain thing. You can't just believe one thing and apply it, you know. It's like believing in magic. So this is why I don't have a girlfriend, you know. Because I just can't handle that shit, you know. If I have a girlfriend, she's over here talking to me about, like, you know, the signs, you know, and like all the stars align and some bullshit, you know, like what the fuck. I really don't, you know. There's no scientific evidence to back that up, and I'm scientifically, I'm just thinking about science, you know. What's real in life, you know. What can you prove? You can't prove that shit. You can't prove, you know, your sign is, you know, a basic description of who you are. You know, the day, the time you were born, the time of the year. None of that. That's, you know, basically we can just. That's bullshit, you know. And it's so frustrating, you know. But this is why I don't have a girlfriend, because I don't want girls coming, you know, into my life. Start a personal relationship with trust, where you have to establish trust. And you have someone believing in these type of ridiculous things, you know? Like, are you really going to classify me according to my birthday? No, you need to be smarter than that. You need to analyze me. And if you knew a little bit about science, about psychology, chemistry, biology, you would know exactly what's going on in life, you know? You would know that we're not different from any other species, any other animal. There's no soul inside of us, you know? There's no soul, you know, that magically goes, you know, to heaven once we die. That's bullshit, you know. So I really can't have, you know, a girlfriend, because let's say I have a religious girlfriend or some girlfriend that believes some bullshit. You know, I can be in serious danger. You know, I can be in serious danger because I can tell how fucked up your mind is if you believe this type of shit. You know, and I'm not even trying to be rude or anything. You know, but it's crazy to think that, you know, I should have to follow what you believe in. You know, it's like, no, you know, I wish if I could, let's say I were to meet a girl and I want to get with her, I would have to, you know, actually like her, and for me to like her, I would have to think that she's smart. And for me to think that she's smart, you know, she would have to know at least as much as I do or more. And these girls just don't have it, you know. Like my ex-girlfriend, you know, I asked her one time, hypothetically, I forgot why I asked her, you know, I was like, what would happen if you were to die? And her answer was, well, I'm going to go to heaven with God. Okay? Well, no, you're not going to go to heaven with God, you know? And she said it so happy, you know, like, oh, well, if I die, I'll just go to heaven, you know? No, you're not. You know, once you die, that's it, you know? So you don't want to die, you know? This is the thing about, this isn't Call of Duty. This isn't Grand Theft Auto. You just die and you come back to life. No, it's not. Like, I don't know why religion tries to make it that way. You know, you can live eternally forever. No, you can't. You're here. You're human. You know, you're an animal. You're a bacteria in a big ass universe. You know, you're not important whatsoever. So I think this is what, you know, this is the fear that people have. You know, the fear of being insignificant. You know, but that's just how we are. You know, we're animals. We die. We're not important as far as the bigger picture, you know, because we can be important and do important things, you know. There's nothing wrong with that. But logically speaking, I can't have a girlfriend, you know. I feel like I'll put myself at risk, you know, having a girlfriend. It's because, look, the thing is that you're dealing with a whole different human being, you know. If you're dealing, let's say you're dealing with someone that's not conscious, you know, they're not conscious of what can happen, what can go on, what happens in the real world. They're gonna be naive, and them being naive can put you at risk of death or injury or, you know, stuff like that. So that's basically why I don't, you know, I don't associate myself, you know, in relationships like that, because, you know, me trying to be okay, I've had a lot of experiences back then, you know, with some girls. It's just some girls, you know, they're like, you know, what the fuck are you thinking? You know, what is going on through your stupid little head? And no, I can't deal with that, you know, because if you deal with that, you're literally putting yourself in danger, you know? How many times has your girl made you angry because of her illogical sense of thinking, you know? And it's just in her, unless she becomes conscious of it, which that's highly unlikely, because, you know, people like to be willfully blind. That's a characteristic of a lot of humans, you know. Willfully blind means that, you know, you're doing it voluntarily. You're voluntarily being blind to the truth because you don't want to face the truth. That's the whole thing. And this is the big thing in psychology, you know. Let's say you have a weak mind. You can't face the truth, you know. It hurts your feelings, you know. You think it's disrespectful. It's not disrespectful, it's the truth. So I can't deal with people like that, you know. I can't deal with people with emotions, with people that, you know, they have these ways of thinking that, you know, they're, you know, illogical, first of all, you know. But what are you gonna do? You know, there's like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm not the type of person that has ever wanted to change the world. You know, I'm not the type of person that was like, oh, you know, I want to change the world. I want the world to be, because I know that you just can't, you know. But, and I'm not even saying this to try to change anything, you know. I'm just expressing myself. This whole video is about why I can't have a girlfriend. I can't have a girlfriend because it's too much bullshit, you know. It's about being conscious, you know, being conscious of what's going on. A lot of times the girls, you know, all right, so I've met a lot of girls, you know. Most of the times that I meet a girl, you know, I straight up lied to them. I lied to them and they believe me. You know why? Because I'm a good liar, I guess. Or it's just that girls are easy to to manipulate, you know? So I don't want someone around me, you know, associating with me, living in the same place where I live with that type of mentality. You know what I mean? Like, I can't have a stupid person living with me, because that literally puts me at risk of death, serious injury, etc. So yeah, you know, that's why I don't have a girlfriend.